What's going on YouTube? What's going on Lions Den? This is Foxboy 7006 back. Um, I want to say I'm sorry for not posting. Start off by saying I'm sorry for not posting last week when it came to the Lions versus the Steelers. Um, I just had a couple. I had quite a few things come up, and I just just it's been really crazy as of late. I'm actually on my last day of a six day mini vacation from work, but so basically, bottom line from last week is the Lions got their asses kicked at home against the Steelers, the number one team I can't fucking stand. But anyways, going beyond that, yeah, and I'm sorry if I sound kind of ugh. I was I was recently actually in Detroit for I was at the Renaissance Center for Yomicon, so yeah, that was a crazy weekend. But anyways, and I I got kind of getting a little sick from like what they call the con plague. But anyways, moving on. So last night, Monday Night Football, the Detroit Lions defeat the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay for the second time since 1992. I think it was. No, I think it was 1992. I honestly can't remember. But anyways, for the first time, for the second time in over 20 years, the Detroit Lions defeat the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay. So bright side is bright side is the Lions are 2-0 in the division. That's the bright side. Um, so we defeat the Green Bay Packers 30-17. Going over the game itself. Oh, sorry about that lighting. So going over the game itself. Matthew Stafford had well over 300 plus passing yards again. We finally got in the end. We got in the end zone finally. It's pretty sad how we can't get into our own end zone at home. But yeah, we got into it. We got into it, I think 3 times in Green Bay. But yeah, Amir Abdullah fumbled the ball twice, which oh my god, which I'm glad they wised up and took him out of the game after he fumbled it for the second time and lost the fumble. No, second. The first time he fumbled it, we lost it. The second time we recovered it. But Eric Ebron finally caught, I think, like 2 or 3 passes for like 25, 30 yards. I honestly don't remember. But, let's see here. The defense pretty much shut out Green Bay for most of the game. For like 3 of the 4 quarters, we shut them down. We allowed a field goal in the second. Excuse me, a field goal in the second quarter at the end there. But anyways, so Matthew Stafford had a monster day, and he had a pretty good goddamn day. And I'm gonna say and I'm pretty sure the one of the biggest reasons why we're able to defeat the Packers in Green Bay is because Aaron Rodgers is still injured. Because I had a prediction from last week. I had a prediction that we were gonna get our asses kicked, even against their backup. But thankfully I was proven wrong. But anyways, so the question is, can we keep this shit up? Because our defense pretty much shut down Green Bay. Our defense shut them down in 3 of the 4 quarters. Yes, we allowed a touchdown at the end there, but that's neither here nor there. But there's one pass interference penalty that should have been. I'm gonna say this should have been called, and I believe it was on Darius. I think it was Darius Slay. I think it was called on. Should have been, where it was quite clearly pass interference, but there was no call on it. Which all honesty, that helped us to shut them down. I mean, that's just really my friend's dad and I were watching the game, and he was like, "Yeah, that should have been pass interference." And the one penalty where it was unnecessary roughness against Green Bay that gave us our first touchdown. I'm just gonna say this much. I think that's where our momentum. Well, I think that's where our momentum came. To start. That's where our momentum came from, was when we got the benefit of that penalty for unnecessary roughness. That's just me personally. So right now the Lions are we are 4-4 right now. And we should go 5-4 next week because this Sunday we play against the Browns at home. So we should get a second victory in a row because we were on a 3-game losing streak. We finally got another win. So we should hopefully win. We better fucking win against the Browns. Because I swear to God, if we lose at home again and we give the Browns their first win, that's pretty fucking bad. I'm just gonna say this right now, guys. That'd be pretty fucking bad. Um. So, I mean, we got some good rushing yards in. There's one play. I'm just gonna say this right now. There's one play I wish like hell we would see more of this, and that's we even though it's a failed attempt at it, but we attempted a flea flicker where Amir Abdullah, he was handed the ball, he tossed it back to Stafford, and Stafford looked like he was gonna pass it. Had that play been successful and we got a touchdown with that play, that is shit we need to keep fucking doing. Do unpredictable shit. Mix it up a little bit. Don't go with the same fucking plays. They're not going to work. Our play calling is too predictable. We need to fucking confuse the defenses. We need to confuse the other team's defense. That's what the offense needs to do. That's how a lot of elite quarterbacks, they know how to they know how to read the defense. They know how to confuse the defense, throw them off their game. And that's what we need to do. Thankfully, Matthew Stafford did not throw any interceptions. He nearly threw an interception, but thankfully he didn't throw one. And they also said we not once throughout that game did we punt. We never punted throughout that game at all. Not once did we have to punt the ball, which was amazing. I'm just gonna say this right now, not having to punt the ball is amazing. Let's see here. Just overall it was a pretty good game, but if Aaron Rodgers would have been in the game for the Packers, we would have been fucked. I'm sorry to say this, but we would have been fucked because Aaron Rodgers always can pick Aaron Rodgers knows how to pick our defense apart. So, anyways, the Detroit Lions defeat the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay for the second time, well over 20 years. Pretty good. And apparently, Matthew Stafford broke yet another record. He became the fourth youngest quarterback to throw for I think it was 50,000 passing yards. I could be wrong, but I think that's what the record was. I think he was like the fourth youngest quarterback to hit 50,000 passing yards. I think that's what it was. I could be wrong. I mean, you can if I'm wrong about something, just let me know in the comments. But I know he's the fourth youngest quarterback to break a passing yard record. I think it was. But anyways, But I mean, me personally, records don't mean shit if we don't win the games. If we cannot get the big game, if we cannot get the big wins, we cannot win a division title. Those records mean jack shit to me. I'm sorry to say this. He's the highest paid player in the NFL today, but Matthew Stafford needs to fucking play like it. He needs to win us division titles. But anyways, so the Detroit Lions finally end their losing streak. We finally ended our red zone drought. We finally got three touchdowns, which I believe it was 3 touchdowns we got, which was pretty amazing. There's one penalty again on our defense that could have avoided, that could have allowed us to win the game 30-10. But that's neither here nor there. What matters is that we picked up the win. We got the win by double digits, which was finally no fourth quarter comeback was necessary. Thank you, Jesus. But anyways, guys, so let's just hope that this upcoming Sunday when we play the Browns at home, we can pick up our fifth victory and go 5-4, and we can actually start pulling ahead in the division. But anyways, so let's just hope we can get this shit done. Next week, this upcoming Sunday, play the Cleveland Browns. Let's go Lions, and Fox Boys 7 6 out.